it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I am here with my March video for the 12 months of Christmas collaboration that is hosted by lovely Christine over at Christine's Cards and Things. And the idea is that each month on the 25th you make and share some Christmassy things. So if you want to join in, please feel free. The hashtag is in the title for this video, and I have tagged lovely Christine in the description box for this video, so you can check out her channel. I think there's just a small amount of us are doing it, but so far so good. I have to say, I've not made like loads and loads of things, but maybe I will as the year goes on. But even a little bit every month helps, doesn't it, when you get to that last bit of the year and a bit of a panic. So this month I am going to have a go at making one of these little cards. So this is the one that I made earlier today, just so that I could figure it out. And it folds out flat, and then it's just got a little slot there that you can put that corner so it stands up. And for this one I am continuing to use this this pack of papers, which I think it came in a magazine, and I've been trying to work my way through it. I am getting a wee bit fed up of it now, but it's very pretty papers. But because it opens up flat, you can pop it in an envelope. So I made this envelope for this one using my We Are Memory Keepers envelope board, punch board, is that what it's called? So this is, I think, the biggest size basically you can make for it. But I have also used some dies for the first time. So these dies for these snowflakes were gifted to me by lovely Hilary over at Pink Bubble Cards, and I will tag her below. And I had the little gems, I came across them in my sorting out of the desk. I don't know where I've put them now. Oh, here they are. And I've kind of kept them close at hand on my desk, so I used a few of those too. So I'm trying to kind of use up bits and bobs. So I'm going to show you how I made this card. Now I must also credit lovely Ashley over at Paper and Twine. Now part of my sorting out was I had a big pile of magazines, and I thought I don't have space to keep all the magazines, so I went through and tore out articles that had some kind of inspiration or a technique that I wanted to try. So this is, I can't remember when it's from, but I haven't saved any of that detail. But I saw that Ashley had made one of these cards. I am a bit stupid when it comes to reading instructions, so I did have to have a wee check out and find a video that showed me the fold, because I was getting myself in a right fankle. I'm not very bright sometimes. But yeah, so thank you so much to Ashley for that inspiration, and you'll find her linked in the description box below too. So I have done the cutting out and a bit of thinking. So to make the same size as this, you need 3 squares of card, the same colour, that measure 4 by 4 inches. And then there's some matting and layering that we are going to use as well. And what I've done for this one is I've got a little, I've got a wee takeaway box that's got some die cuts and bits that I didn't use at Christmas. So I had a wee rake through there to find what I was going to use for my decoration for this one. And this paper was also in my big file of Christmas papers to use up. So now let me find what my measurements were. So for the red triangles, I cut 2 squares that measure 3 3/4, was it? Yeah, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I cut them on the diagonal. So 2 of those, and a little red one that was 1.5, or maybe just slightly under 1.5. Yeah, 1 and, oh no, yeah, 1 3/8 that would be. So first of all, for the the base of the card, whatever colour you choose to use, you want to fold them diagonally and burnish that. Now, I did score it for my first one, and you know what? I don't think it came out any more precise scoring. I think it's almost better for this one to line it up, because you want the corners to be nice and sharp. So do the same for, oops, all of these. I'm using quite lightweight cardstock for this one, so we'll see how that turns out, because this one I think it's about a 280 or a 300 GSM, so this is a bit more flimsy, but by the time you layer up the mats and layers, I don't think it really, I think it's got enough to keep it sturdy, you know. So yeah, it's another lovely sunny day today, although I did get caught out at the weekend. We went to see a podcast being filmed, a live version of a podcast in the town, and it was hopped on the train with my wee denim jacket on, feeling all lovely. And then we came out from having dinner beforehand and went to go, and it was absolutely chucking it down. Oh yeah, we do still live in Scotland, right enough. So I glued mine together and then I decorated it. So I don't know if that is the right thing to do, but I've seen people do it both ways. So what we want to do with this is line up this centre one along the diagonals folds of your other two, so you end up with this sort of thing. So I am going to carefully line that up and put the glue on. Now I am not left-handed, so there we go. So that just gives me an idea of how far down I've got to put that glue. And I'll just fold that over there. So the wet glue just gives you a wee bit of wiggle room, doesn't it? So is that, oh now see, it's a wee bit too, it's the same when you put the camera on, huh? Make a make a mess. Right, let's see how that one, so that one folds down nicely. Great, so now I need to do the other side. So let's line that up, flip it over just so I can know where to put that glue, and then let's see, is that, it's folding over fine. Okay, what does it look like on the back? That looks pretty good. So now you've got your shape, basically. So now I'm going to decorate. So I've told you the measurements for the red panels. Now, you do however you like the mats and layers, but basically you just cut the square at whatever increments you like for your mats, and then cut them diagonally in half. So it's nice and easy that way. And then you want to do a little one for the little extra kind of foot that's there. So yeah. But I have not done this fold before. I think it has been around for a very long time. I think it's called a tepee fold, which makes sense. Or I saw somebody calling it like a pyramid fold as well, so I guess it could be that. But yeah, have you used this fold before? So then I'm just going to pop that one in there. And this one in here. Now the other thing you might want to do, I'm okay with this one because it's a light colour, but on this one I stuck some white paper inside, so that's where you would write your message. But I don't have to do that this time. So now I've got some patterned papers, and basically these are like a 1/4 inch less than the red. I will put the measurements that I used in the description box because I think I am butchering them in this video. So if you want to follow the measurements that I used, then go and check out my description box for this video and you'll find all the measurements you need. So yeah, I know that Lorna Callahan, she has been joining in with this collab as well, so you could, I'll pop her below. And Lorna makes fabulous things. So yeah, I'm not sure who else, I can't think who else is joining in with it. If you are, let me know, because it's always nice to see what other folks are doing along the same idea. I must say, I think when a collab and a hashtag is quite new, sometimes my YouTube doesn't really bring up many results for it, which is always annoying. But so it's quite nice to know if there's anybody else joining in. So there we go. So it kind of looks a bit of a weird shape when it's flat out. The only thing I've not really figured out is if I send this to somebody who's not seen this video and they open up the card like this, are they going to know? I feel like I need to put some sort of instruction in that says you can open it up like this. I'll just put this on so that hopefully it works again. Now, so now what we're going to do is, or what I'm going to do is cut the little slot for this corner to tuck into. And I'm just going to make a couple of little dots with a pencil. Because that's easily rubbed out. And then I've got a wee, what do you call it? I can't think what it's called. Scalpel-y kind of thing. So you possibly cannot see my dots that I've got here. But anyway, that's where they are. And I'm just going to cut through like that and then do it again. And cut like a little slot out. So let's see, does that... Oh, there we go. I'm not very skilled with that scalpel thing. I'm always a bit scared I'm gonna cut my finger because I am quite clumsy. However, I've got it. I've got the basic bit there, so I'm just gonna my fine scissors in and get rid of that bit. So there is quite a few layers there. There we go. A lid on. Put it away before the cats get themselves caught on it. So now this should just tuck in, and then it stands up. As I say, I feel like I need to put a little arrow or something here to tell people what to do. Anyway, I'm going to open it up again to decorate. So I am making this the front of my card, and I had a little rummage through that pot and found I had this gnome that I'd never used. It's like a lady gnome. I've got a few bits of greenery that might come in handy. I've got some wee stars. I've got a bow. Oops. Another wee star, another star there. I had a wee snowflake I had. So I've got a few bits that I could use. I also have I was gifted some stamps from Hillary as well. So I've got a little Merry Christmas stamp from this stamp set, or I've got these little sentiments that I could maybe cut one out to use. So it's remembering that that bit is your, so it's not really very big, is it? Maybe what I could just have is my gnomette with some little greenery coming out as if she's standing on some pine needles, and then I could pop a little sentiment strip on there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put her up on a wee bit of tape so that I can have these pine bits behind her. And so I'm just going to put a bit of glue down first, and a bit of this. That's a wee bit too much I've cut there, I think. Okay, so this 3D tape, I feel like I've had it for a little while and it might not be very all that sticky anymore, so I'm popping that glue on to give it a wee hand. Right, so now I should be able, yeah, to tuck these bits of greenery underneath, because I've got that little gap where it's raised up. So let's start there, and remembering that that is going to be folded up, so I don't want them stuck onto the other panels. I don't mind if they hang over, but I don't want them to be actually glued onto that. So that's a wee bit, that tape is sticking out there, so there we go. So I might just do the same, trim a wee bit of that off. Pop that on there. wonder if I should give her a wee star on her hat. I think I will, because I've got them. I'm going to use this little one. I think this gnome came with a magazine last year as well, so I'm not going to use, well, I'll keep one out just in case. I'll pop those ones away. Now, I think this sentiment is going to be a bit too chunky for that, so maybe I'm going to use one of these little strips, and maybe Merry and Bright would be going to have to be one of these short ones. I think let's try Merry and Bright, maybe the black and white one to stand out. And then maybe I will pop it on a wee bit of the red card just to tie it in with the rest. What have I got here? This will do me. Just a little bit of the card to give it a bit more, make it a bit stronger, and also tie it in with the background. Let's see if I maybe across there. Hanging off. Put it there, and then some wee gems just to finish it off, because it needs a wee bit of sparkle, doesn't it? So I think it's going to have to be some little goldy ones. Well, where you can't really see it when I've put it up. So these have got a really long bit of glue on them, so I'm hoping they're going to be, I have to kind of fold it underneath the gem, so I'm hoping that means they're going to be quite sturdy, but who knows. I have a feeling somebody has gifted these to me, so whoever it was, thank you so much. Okay, so that is my TP card. So I've just left the backs, I mean they're decorated, but I've not put anything fancy on them, and then the inside to write a wee message to whoever gets this card. So if you've got any ideas for how to help people know how to make it stand up, please let me know in the comments. If you've made these before, what did you do? I know I watched somebody who did it. She had a little she punched some holes and had a bit of like kind of baker's twine or something that you had to tie. Somebody else spoke about a wee Velcro dot, but I quite liked the little slot. So yeah, let me know what you think. And please go and check out all the other ladies that I've listed below in the description box. I will be back very soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye now.